What's up guys, my name is Trevor and today I'm going to be teaching you a guitar lesson for Like a Stone by Audioslave. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so first things first with this song, we're going to be playing with some pedals, some effects, and these are entirely optional if you guys don't have the pedals, but if you want to be cool like me, I suggest you go out and buy some of these so that you can have some more fun. And obviously, like, I've got a really cool pedal board as well, but let's zoom in on this tremolo pedal. So what tremolo does is it just continually changes the volume of your guitar really quickly or even slowly if you'd like it to, so kind of this effect. So that's where you get the whole sound from. So that's kind of the way I have mine set up, and I've got the Seymour Duncan Shapeshifter pedal, which is really cool because it has this pedal right here that allows you to tap in your tempo. So that's a really cool feature of that one. So yeah, that's the tremolo pedal. Alright, so the intro and verse are super easy, and I'm going to go ahead and show them to you without the tremolo pedal so you can hear it a little bit better, but we're working on the 13th and 15th frets, and we're going to start on the 13th fret of the 5th string, and then the 15th fret of the 6th, and then we're just going to inverse that and do the 15th on the 5th and 13th on the 6th. So far we've got. Okay, and then we're going to move down to 10. So 10 on the 6th, and then 12 on the 5th, and then 11 on the 6th, and 13 on the 4th. So we've got. And then we're going to do another 11 on the 6th, and then 12 on the 4th. So to play the whole thing, it sounds like. Alright, and then for the chorus, we're just going to be working with two main chord progressions, and we're just going to be all doing downs for these, just one down per chord. And it's a bunch of bar chords, so we're going to start off with G minor, which is going to be barred on the 3rd fret, all strings, and then we've got the 3rd finger on the 5th fret, 5th string, and then the pinky on the 5th fret, 4th string. So that's going to sound like. And then from there it's going to move up to B flat major, which is going to be the same chord shape, but you just drop your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 7th fret. And then you're going to move your bar up to the 6th fret. So once again, G minor to B flat major. And then from B flat major, once again we're on the 6th fret and we've got the 2nd finger down. So that's our major shape. Without the 2nd finger, it's the minor shape. So we've got the major. Now we're going to go down to F, which is on the 1st fret. So the same chord shape on the 1st fret. And then we're going to go back up to G minor. So that's the first half of your chorus, and it's going to play it twice. So let me go through it one more time. Okay, so for the second progression in the chorus, we're going to start off with an E flat minor, and to do that you're going to do the 1st finger on the 6th fret, 5th string, and then you're going to bar with your 3rd finger the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Another way to play that would be to have all your fingers there on those and bar your 1st finger to get that high note in, but I just do it like this because I think it's a little bit easier that way. So you're going to start off with that E flat major chord, and then we're going to go back to the G sharp minor, and then back to the F, and then to the G minor. Did I say G sharp minor? I meant G minor. So we got E flat, major, G minor, E flat, G minor, and then we go to a D7. You can play this a couple different ways. You can play it the open version. So we've got open 4, 2 on the 3rd, 1 on the 2nd, 2 on the 1st. Or you could do it the barring way, bar on the 5th fret, have your 3rd finger on the 4th string, 7th fret, and your pinky on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. So those are the 2 ways you can play the last chord in that. And then the first chorus, this chord is just going to last 1 measure like the rest of them, but going into the second, in the second chorus it's going to last 2 measures, and I think on the last chorus it's the same. So you drag it out a little bit longer those times. But to play the full chorus, it's going to sound like this. Alright, so now we're at the guitar solo, and the guitar solo is going to use the other effect that we're going to use on this song, which is the Digitech whammy pedal. Like I said, if you guys don't have this, you could still play along with the solo, but this will give it a little bit more pizzazz. If you're a big Tom Morello fan, this is probably the first pedal you should buy because he uses it a ton. There's a lot of cool different things you can do with it. There's a lot of other pedals like it, but nothing exactly like it for what it does. Some other pedals even do what it does better, but I kind of like the qualities that the Digitech whammy has that some people don't think are ideal. But in this song, we're going to have it set to 2 octaves up, which is just right here. So that means that when you're in this position, there's going to be no effect on the guitar. When you scale halfway up, it's going to go to an octave up. When you push all the way down, it's going to go 2 octaves up, which in this song is going to sound really freaking cool. So I'll kind of go through some of the lines and how you can just use your foot to affect those notes. So one of the most important things in this solo is the use of the pedal, and you want to make sure that when you're using this pedal, you don't simply turn it up too fast. You want to kind of, depending on the note, just kind of ramp it up. So like in the last line, you want to have see how on that last one I kind of went up slower. And then I'm also giving it a lot of vibrato to give it that really cool sound. So you're going to want to treat every note differently. Some of them you're going to ramp up fast, some of them you're going to ramp up slow. Like the very last note of the solo, I love to ramp up nice and slow and give it some vibrato. So once again. Alright, so I find that the solo, the hardest part is actually using the effect while keeping a good vibrato and actually playing everything all at the same time. The actual solo is pretty easy, but yeah, keeping those vibratos is very important along with the whammy sweeps. So let's start off on the 15th fret and 6th string, and you can use whatever finger you like to make sure that it's easy for you to do the vibratos. Sometimes I like to use my 1st, sometimes I like to use my 3rd, sometimes I mix it up. But yeah, we're going to start on 15 on the 6th, then 17, then 18. So the next notes I did was 15 on 5, and then 18, and then 17, and then 15 on 6. So. Okay, and then after that we're going to stay on 15 on the 6th string, and then 17, and then this time we're going to go 13, and now we're going to go to 18 on the 6th string, and then 15 and 17 on the 4th or the 5th strings. Okay, now we're going to start this little run where we only do the whammy sweep at the beginning of the line, and then we just hold it down, the pedal. So we're going to start on 15 on the 3rd, move to 14, and then 15 on the 4th, and then 17 on the 5th. So, and we're picking it 3 times per note. So like din-it, din-it. So notice how the sweep is only happening on this high note. Okay? And then the final part of the solo is just this long line on the 6th string. We're going to start on 3 and just go through the scale. So we're going to do 3. So 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 17. So to go through that a little bit more slow, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 17. So one more time. And we're finally to the last part of the song, so let me go ahead and play this chord progression for you guys, and then we'll break it down. Alright, so what we're going to do is start off with that E flat major that we already played. So once again, that's barring, well, you got your first finger on the 6th string, or the 6th fret, 5th string, barring on your 3rd finger from the 4th string to the 2nd. And we're going down, down, up, down, up. And then we're going to go to the B flat, so that's on the 6th fret, barred all the way, major chord shape. So we're on 6, 8, 8, 7, 6, 6. And then, so we've got, then we're going to come to D7. So remember, D7 is barring the 5 and 7 on the 4th and 2nd. And then we're going to go back to the E flat. And then we're going to go to E flat minor, which is a nice parallel minor going on here, which I love to hear. Creates a nice bit of contrast, but the only difference between that and that is this 2nd string note goes down to 7. You're going to do that with your 2nd finger, so. And then we're going to go down to C. Same thing as E flat, but down 3 frets. So, and then after C, so let's go through this. And then we're going to come back to the D7 and then go to G minor, which we've already done in the chorus. Remember, that's barring 3 all the way, and then we've got 5 and 5. So we've got, that's the first half of the chord progression, and then the second half, rather than going to G minor, is just going to stay on that D7, so it's going to sound like this. and then it goes back into the chorus. Alright, well, hope you guys liked that lesson as much as I did, and hopefully it helped you out with the song. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed that one so that you can get some future videos, and I'll see you guys for the next lesson.